Listen to that. Did you hear that? Golly, I love that. Listen. I could listen to that all day. That is beautiful. I'm dead serious too. Gosh, love that. Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite Lexus sedan of all time. That's right, of all time. It's a 2004 Lexus LS430. And as they say, they just don't make them like that anymore. I don't know who they are, but they speak with that kind of accent, and they're old men. But anyway, I love this Lexus. It's a thing of beauty. I'm really mainly so nostalgic about this LS430 because I started in the car business in 2004, and this is the first generation of the LS that I sold as a brand new salesperson. It's a 4.3 liter V8 double overhead cam, 290 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, 320 pound-foot of torque at 3,400 RPM. It does have variable valve timing. The curb weight is 3,990 pounds. Coefficient of drag is a ridiculous 0.26. I mean, that's crazy that this thing has a coefficient of drag like that. The front track is 61.8 inches. The gross vehicle weight is 5,100 pounds. And the ground clearance is 5.7 inches. The height is 57.7 inches. The length is 197.4 inches. Maximum cargo capacity is 20.2 cubic feet. The rear track is 61.8 inches. Wheelbase is 115.2 inches. Overall width is 72 inches. It has a turning circle of 37.4 feet, which is really, really tight. I love how tight this thing turns. It has a 6-speed sequential shift automatic transmission. It's rear-wheel drive. So this is going to be your standard key. Lock and panic are integrated into one button. Unlock is on the bottom left. Trunk button is on the bottom right. Lovely trunk. You do also have a trunk pass-through down there. You can see just beyond that light. Nice car. You do have park assist there. That's your sensors in the bumpers, and that's what's going to beep in the event that you get too close to something. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the heart of the beast. The emblem is going to be just to the left of where the handle is. The handle is just to the right of the emblem. And there's your 4.3 liter power plant. That is pretty much the picture of reliability. Go ahead and take a picture of that and then glue that in your dictionary under reliability. 290 horsepower at 5,600 RPM. 320 pound-foot of torque at 3,400 RPM. And you know, the thing about that is that the torque exceeds the horsepower. Horsepower 290, torque 320, and it's so ridiculously quiet. That's why when you hit the gas on this thing and you barely hear any engine noise, but you feel a lot of torque, that's what makes it actually, it enhances the quietness of it, because you're not used to feeling, you know, kind of pulled back in your seat like that and not hearing a lot of engine noise. That's one of the things when we used to test drive these with folks back in the day. It was like, oh my gosh, this thing is so quiet. But it was actually that torque. All that torque combined with the super quietness kind of just made it seem even more quiet. Man, I love this car. Look at those headlights. This thing has just been so well maintained that it looks new. Isn't that nice? And how about that paint? Really opalescent. See that? And then there's this. Yeah. Vanity mirrors there. Because why not? Delicious back seat. Oh, how I love you. That's so good. Sorry about that, y'all. See, there you go again, lusting after my socks. You know, this is starting to get a little inappropriate. You know, I'm trying to be professional here, and you're just all about my socks. Sometimes I feel like a piece of meat, okay? I'm just keeping it real. It's how I feel sometimes. Eyes up here, please. That's all you ever think about is how good my socks look. But those are pretty good looking, aren't they? Check it out. And they're all soft and squishy on the inside. These could be my favorites. Golden bird's eye maple wood. And yes, that is real wood. That wood is harvested and then it is sent to the Yamaha piano tuners who tune it to the right shape, size, and color. And look at this. That is an ashtray. We don't have those in our cars anymore. Of course, you could take it out if you wanted to. This is one of the things that I dearly miss, is the way that this seat cushion extends. Look, it really is an entire seat cushion extender. Look at that. And it just goes on forever. Check that out. It's not just that pillow that inflates and rolls out. It really, the seat cushion actually gets longer. That's so good. Then you can put it down or up. Double lumbar, what? Driver's seat memory, that's for your seat, your steering wheel, and mirrors for up to 3 people. Seat belt height adjustment there. Of course, one-touch power windows all the way around. Awesome little pocket there that folds out and stays out. Then you have a beautiful little light that surrounds the keyhole, and then you can take your key and put it inside the keyhole. Foot on the brake and fire it up. I love this car. Heated and air-conditioned seat controls. ECT is electronically controlled transmission, and that's power mode and snow mode. That changes shift points to give you more torque on takeoff, or to make it feel as if it's starting in second gear if it's in snow mode to reduce the likelihood of wheel slippage. Traction control off and the power rear sunshade control. Another ashtray. Cup holders are here. Let's fold right out. 6-disc CD changer. Radio is all here. Climate is all here. Of course, you have dual zone climate control. Your buttons for that are right there. And then you've got a switch for the passenger over there. All of the controls that you would expect. Automatic. Makes it work like the central air in your house. Off, fan speed, mode. Mode changes the fan direction. Oh, this is cool. You see that light there? And then you see how the vents are moving back and forth automatically. Look. Display 1 and 2. That will change your display that you see over there on the left side. 1 and 2. Then your different modes, and that's going to be for your radio. That controls AM, FM, satellite, disc. And this actually did not have the satellite equipment. You see where it says AM and satellite? So you can press that and nothing happens. It only says AM. That's because it did have the ability to receive the satellite module there in the back, but it did not actually have it. You had to have that installed separately at the dealership. Then controls for your audio, the volume, and set. Park assist is here. And when you press that, you can see the little icon in the middle. That tells me now that the sensors are active, and that will beep if I get too close to something. These are your power mirrors, and so when auto is lit up, that means they will fold automatically when the doors lock and unlock. Mirror control. Do that, and then you can move it up, down, left, and right. AFS is adaptive front lighting system. That's how you cut that off. I don't know why you would ever want to cut that off, but that deactivates the feature that causes your headlights to move up, down, left, and right. Control to move the steering wheel up, down, in, and out. A little change purse. Parking brake. These are switches that if you are being chauffeured in your LS430, you can reach up and move the front seat if no one is sitting here. Chauffeur mode. I love that. It does have rain sensing wipers. You can pull this down once. The wipers will wipe that, and now that eye is active and it looks for rain on the windshield, and they'll wipe automatically in the event that it begins to rain. The headlights are automatic as well, so you can roll that little mark to auto and they'll cut on automatically as the sun's going down, and then that's how you cut the headlights on manually off, and then fog lights are here on and off. Okay everybody, that's going to wrap up our quick look at the coolest Lexus sedan I think that's ever been made, the 2004 Lexus LS430. I love this car, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a big fat thumbs up, and also if you like this content and you would like even more like this delivered to you hot off the press as soon as I make it, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around and take a look at more Lexus with us. Thanks for watching everybody, and please remember, have a great day.